Hey loves, how are you? Roseanne Austin here. It's Friday, loves. It's Friday. And I just wanted to jump in real quick and check on you. Have you listened to this week's podcast? Have you listened to this week's podcast? And are you practicing what I have taught you this week? This week is all about getting over your fear of making mistakes, right? I even dug deep, my loves, and gave you a history lesson of sorts in the podcast. So we got to talk about us as women and the way that we view mistakes. It's really tragic. We tell ourselves that we cannot make mistakes. And then if we make mistakes, we suck, our baby's never gonna come, and all kinds of other freaking lies that we tell. So the point of this week's podcast, if you really do the work and listen, is to get you to embrace these mistakes. And I always say mistakes in quotation marks because it's always a bit debatable as to whether or not the thing was actually a mistake. And so if you haven't listened to this week's podcast yet, I really encourage you to take some time and do it today. And the reason for that is, look, the road to success on this journey and in life is literally paved with mistakes. And you better change your attitude about mistakes if you want to achieve success, because we are going to make way more mistakes than we have successes. And I was listening to a podcast the other day. I mean, my obsession with Elon Musk is very well known. I don't hide my intense love for the man and his quirky genius. But he was talking about his SpaceX projects and how they expect shit to blow up. But they know that in the blowing up of shit, they're going to get new information that is going to drive them to the next place. They're going to refine the process. They are going to get better. And that's what we need to do on this journey, is we have to really get it in our souls. Hey, Danica. Hey, Alexandra. Hey, Carolina. It's good to see you, Jillian. So we have to get it in our souls that making mistakes is not a bad thing. Any effort and any attempts that we make in the direction of the very noble cause of becoming a mom is fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. I mean, you have to wrap your head around the fact that on this journey, there are no panaceas. There are no silver bullets, except the silver bullet is you and your attitude and the way that you keep moving forward, even in the face of setbacks. We don't, when it comes to achieving success on this journey, you cannot afford to spend, too much time sitting in the corner, licking your wounds and feeling sorry for yourself. You got to keep moving forward. You have to have that grit in you, which is why I chose a speech from Teddy Roosevelt. And I was so inspired by that, and I hope you are too. Because legitimately, on this journey, we are the women in the ring. We have to be willing to take a punch, right? We have to be willing to take it in the chin, because think about what we're doing. Think about what you are doing. You are bringing a life into this world. It's one of the most noble, amazing, miraculous, precious things that we have. And we think that the story ends with us getting pregnant. Any mama worth her salt will tell you that's just when that shit begins. Because you're going to, once you get pregnant and you have your baby, you've got to raise that child. You've got to get this kid, through life. And so if you're going to get thrown off by making mistakes, it's what? You're going to be making all kinds of mistakes as a mom. You're going to be doing all kinds of stuff to figure it out because there is no manual for it. This is why this journey is such a fucking gift. It is literally a training ground. It is training you to become the woman that you actually want to be. Right, Agata? So good to see you, baby girl. And Rabia, oh, that's right. Yeah, you totally have to be in it to win it. You cannot afford, like, nobody's going to do this work for you. So be the woman in the ring. You have to be like, you got to, because think about it. Think about what you have to build up in your mind when you're a mother. Because you're going to have people coming and like weighing in on what you're feeding your kids, how you're dressing your kids, the education you get from them. And if you get this right on this journey, you're going to be like, I know what's right for my kids, right? Like, I'm going to lead this. Mama is going to lead this. You're not just going to hand your power over to someone else because you did the fucking work. You did the work to make peace with your mistakes. And you know what? When you make peace with your mistakes, think about how you're going to approach the mistakes your children will make. How much more loving, accepting, and supportive are you going to be as a mom when you've done the work to be okay with your own fucking mistakes? You're not going to pass on generations of bullshit to your kids when you have made peace with your own mistakes. This is why we are on this journey. Okay? Like, you may think that I'm insane, and that's okay. That's okay, but I live this journey. I did the fucking work, and now I teach other women to do the same, and they're fucking successful. So I am saving you 10 years of grief by laying it down right here. Right? Oh, yeah. Ooh, Stacy Strahan. Ooh, girl, so good to see you. So get this in your souls. Stop agonizing over your mistakes. I give you a starting point in this week's podcast. I think it's episode 102. I have no freaking clue where we're at with all this stuff. We've got so much content, so many amazing interviews coming at you that, you know what? Hunker down. It's snowing outside here in Idaho. Like, if it's cold and crazy where you're at, get some, start a pot of some healthy stew, press play on the Fearlessly Fertile podcast, start binging this stuff and get this in your soul, because your desire to be a mom is there because it was meant for you. You've got to be the woman in the ring. Feel that crunch under your sandal. Feel the crunch of the gravel in the center of the ring and be like, bring it, baby. Bring it. I am ready to learn. I am humble enough to take whatever lessons that Gus is going to send me on this journey. Gus, if you're new to this, God, universe, source, whatever works for you, that's your business, not mine. But what I do know is Gus is constantly asking us to step up. Not because we aren't good enough. It is all in preparation. It is all in preparation for the most important job you will ever have, the most important title you ever have. I don't care. I coach a lot of physicians, lawyers, judges, aviators, amazing makeup artists, just women who are making an impact on the world. But there will never be a more important title that you will have than mom. So quit feeling sorry for yourself about where you're at on this journey. Stand up straight, straighten up your back, and be ready to get into the ring. Embrace the mistakes. Do the exercise I give you in episode 102. And we will go from there, my love. So have an amazing weekend. That's enough yelling and ranting from me today. I'm just fired up because I'm excited for you. I'm excited for what's happening for my ladies. 2 more miracle mamas. It's just crazy. And I want you, if you're in a dark place today, just remember that this desire is not there to fuck with you. This desire is because it's part of your purpose. So be the woman in the ring. Be the woman. Listen to, I read the speech from Teddy Roosevelt. Really get that in your heart. Get that in your soul, this wisdom that we have, there are people on the sidelines and there are people in the ring. Be the bitch in the ring, okay? Because the sidelines, life is too short to be on the sidelines. So go do it. All right, my loves, I'm sending you so much love. Have an amazing weekend. It's Valentine's weekend, I think. I don't know. I haven't looked at the calendar. I suspect that there's a lot of pink and red and white going on, so I suspect it is. But go have an amazing weekend with somebody that you care about, somebody that you love. And don't you dare forget that this desire in your heart to be a mom is fucking meant for you. So be in the ring, go get it. Get out of the corner, licking your wounds, straighten up your back, and keep putting one foot in front of the other, my loves. All right, take care. Bye-bye.